Hi guys, welcome back to the Evolution channel. My name is Eve. I'm just getting over a cold, so excuse my harsh voice. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back to Evolution. Alright, so today's topic is about long distance relationships. Stay tuned. So before we get into the video, go ahead and add me on social media. I'm gonna have my Instagram and Snapchat right above here. Go ahead and add me. I usually promote before a new video is coming out, so you'll always know when a new video is coming out. Alright, so long distance relationships, a topic that I'm very familiar about. I've had about 3 long distance relationships, and I'm not even that old. Isn't that funny? So my first long distance relationship was just before I went to university, and I went to university in Canada and he was in Europe. And yeah, we dated for quite a while. We dated, I think, for 3 years, until my 3rd year of university. Well, he was crazy. Just kidding. Yeah, we dated for 3 years, and my second one was just after university, and that was for about a year. And again, we were closer. We weren't in different continents, but we were in the same country, but just different provinces. And then my last one is with my current husband. It wasn't really long distance. It was just kind of different cities, really. But yeah, so today's video is mostly about talking about my experiences, but also some tips on if you are in a long distance relationship, if you're thinking about getting into a relationship, just some of the things that you can maybe use to make sure that it works out. But if it doesn't work out, that's okay, boo. It wasn't meant to be. So the first thing is communication, and I think this is a no-brainer. Definitely when you're in any relationship, you should be communicating effectively with each other and often enough. If you're in the same city, it's more valuable when you're in a long distance relationship. You have to really communicate, whether it's through texting, calling, social media, FaceTime, whatever it is. Make sure you're communicating. I know life is busy, and make sure, even if it's you schedule the time, I don't know, from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. every day, make sure you're always communicating, because you already don't have that physical day-to-day component of your relationship, so it makes it that much more valuable when you are communicating. Alright, point number 2 is plan for the year. And I know for my non-organized friends, planning for the year seems to be kind of exhausting, really, but I would say plan for the year, and what I mean by that is plan your next visit. So for example, if your visit is a month from now, it makes it that much more exciting, and when you're a little down and you kind of miss your partner, it makes it a little bit easier because you have something to look forward to. So what I used to do, I would plan at least every 3 months. If you're a student, budgeting wise, depending on how far away you are from your partner or your boyfriend or girlfriend, that might be challenging. So be wise. Don't just be spending money on flights and stuff. Like, get your education first. But yeah, make sure you're planning for the year. I think it's so important, and it gives you something to look forward to. So point number 3 is definitely surprise each other. I think the fact that you're not able to see your spouse every day, there's something exciting about, or cute about, sending them some flowers or sending them a cute note, like just surprising each other, because you don't have that physical aspect, but you can still be excited about your relationship and still build, that foundation that you need. And I mean, surprising each other, that goes for any relationship, really. So I thought I'd throw that in there. So point number 4 is trust. Trust is so important. In fact, lots of relationships, y'all break up because of trust. If your partner right off the bat doesn't trust you and is kind of possessive in a way, long distance is probably not for you. I would say work on your trust first when you're in the same locality, and then do long distance. But I would say for any long distance relationship to work, you need to trust each other, because there is going to be temptations. And if you guys don't trust each other, you're going to be constantly fighting and, you know, be jealous of your significant other or make the other jealous. But if you have a trust, then, you know, you just, it's so important. So before you get into a long distance relationship, make sure you have that foundational trust, that you trust each other. So another thing I would say is don't lose yourself. And this is like so key. Even with regular relationships, you shouldn't lose your goals, who you are, what you want to accomplish. If it just so happens that you're in a long distance relationship, especially during university, when you're looking for jobs and stuff, a lot of the time people tend to go to the job or apply strictly in the area for jobs where their spouse is, and not really thinking about, is it the best place for me? Am I going to be competitive in my career? Am I going to be compensated for my skills in that area as much as I could be maybe in a different place? And this might be hard for some of you to hear, because, you know, you might end up, you know, going to the city of that spouse and you guys break up, and you may not be in the field that you want to work, or may not be at the company that you want to be working at. You may not be making the money that you know, planned to make right out of university, and you make those sacrifices. And in my opinion, when you're a couple, not yet married, I don't know that that's the smartest decision. You know, for me, like, even when I graduated, like, I moved to Toronto, which was the best place for me job-wise, career-wise, and, you know, and it is what it is, and we made it work. So if it's worth it, it will work out regardless, but don't lose yourself in the process. The sixth point is future plans. And what I mean by this, you guys need to figure out if there's a future there. So if you're investing time, money, energy, emotions into this long distance relationship, is there an end result? You know, if you have a foundational base and you've been together for a while, there probably is, but the question needs to be asked. You know, do you guys have similar values? Whether it's faith, religion, kids, those are foundational things that you guys need to figure out. If you're investing all this time in a long distance relationship, then you have to make sure, discuss your future, if there is a future. So I have some final thoughts or takeaways. So I would definitely say, when you're in a long distance relationship, you do value the time that you spend together a lot more, like a lot, like a whole lot. So it becomes very precious time. And a lot of the time, you know, this is what you should be. You shouldn't be arguing when you do link up. But most of the time, you know, if you have a strong relationship and everything, you won't be arguing most of the time when you do meet. It's just love and bliss and la la la, sunflowers. And then another thing is time difference. You don't realize it until you're dating someone in a different continent that it's a freaking 10-hour difference, you know? Some places are even 24-hour distance. Is that like, what is it, like Japan? I'm not sure. Correct me in the comments if that's wrong. So the bottom line, I would say, is decide whether it's worth it. Really. That might sound harsh, but it is what it is. So is it worth it? Is a relationship worth everything, right? If it is, then you might make that extra sacrifice. You might, you know, make that coin and spend it on a plane ticket, you know? If it's worth it, then there's a lot of things you'll do. And, you know, sometimes you miss the jackpot. Sometimes you think it's worth it and it's not. And that happened. And that happened to me. And it happens to a lot of people. It is what it is. Whatever will be, guys. Alright guys, so those are my little tips, tricks, experiences on long distance relationships. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any crazy long distance stories, or how you guys kept the relationship strong and fresh and everything. Oh, my nose is really oily. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, so yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys have had any long distance stories, experiences, any tips that you would give people who may be considering getting into a long distance relationship. Let me know. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want me to do any other topics, if you're interested in any specific topics. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, lots of controversial things. Let me know if you want me to do a video on it or want to discuss anything. Let me know, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!